Dreaming again. Sheesh. Sheesh, dude. I cannot believe that the damn thing is like, oh yeah, we could definitely do this, blah 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 blah. And then it like fucking keeps cutting off. Do I need to buy a new like motherboard? Do I need to like skip all this?
In summary, the energy management commitments made for the outgoing period have been delivered upon. Both the production, the relevant, it should also, Her Majesty, a financial report on this.
There's a general.
Yeah, if it weren't for these hard copies. Oh, don't mind me. I'm just out here trying to hit my interview quotas.
If I remember correctly.
Okay then, best seller.
Like no reason it should be doing that.
We will now open
Snezhnaya, but recent surveys
I have to skip through all this again,
you appear to treat, and do you
which
even
kind of
know
sucks.
If I knew the answers to questions like that, I'd like to bring the focus.
It's defeat the ringleader and all other problems will. But in case you aren't aware,
So you have no.
on the contrary.
Child opened by speaking up for the armed forces.
I like
Regulators
this one. This one is
struck
fun.
back with style, and a war of words ensued. Our reporter was live on the scene to the people.
Now you see why they don't have a sales permit.
However, this reporter wants, so...
You two are getting off.
Mr. Pantalone, may I speak on your behalf?
Oh, please do. I'm more than happy to save my breath.
Crystal distribution policy undergoes modifications with each, but I fear many may have been misled. The most recent report to make drastic
Renowned with the notorious Lelex still active to this day. Should the Rokot...
She's just rephrasing what Mr. Pantalone said. The Rokot are the. As for Lilac, ending Project Stuja has become an. So whether it's threats,
And since we're already on the subject, yes, don't we all...
At least someone here wants to take this discussion. I think it would be easiest to let the Fatui handle it. Whatever you need, you can ask the Fatui.
I will be happy to take a note of your suggestions and present them to Commander Vesna for a decision upon. The Commander has always...
Let us refrain.
My apologies.
There are numerous issues. Nevertheless,
In that case, I'd like to share one. In fact, the Energy Commission already collected.
That's a good idea. I read every issue of Sviet Lolaidovka's.
be that
Not if they are used.
very well then. It appears.
Yeah, sounds good to me.
The members reached a provisional consensus on the issue of improving treatment for Fatui soldiers. Today, the prima donna of the Korailievsky troupe attended a session of the Snezhnograd Vecha in the company of a most charming young lady. The question on all our minds is, what is the true nature of their relationship?
Write anything like that again, and I'm revoking your permission to interview the troupe. Got it?
Ooh. Ooh. The remaining discussion covers everything from energy, healthcare, technology, and industry. All parties take the opportunity to express their stance on Project Stuja. You ignore Mernova as she carries on writing her sensationalist report. But after a while, you start to feel reading news from her might actually be more interesting than being in person.
Now, then, if there are no further contributions from those present, we shall proceed to the final vote.
Hey, check it out!
Is that Shunganov?
What made him vote against? Why now?
The votes have been tallied. Those in favor of continuing Project Stuja total 61%, securing a clear majority.
That was too close. The margin has shrunk yet again. Chuganov was a huge loss.
Chuganov.
I'll bet Lelek is behind this. I wonder how Pulcinella will respond this time.
Chuganov. I see. Lelek strikes again.
Yes, go Lelek. Once Project Stuja
Yay.
is defeated, our unwavering support at Bring Out the Kvass will finally pay off when we make our comeback. I can taste our victory already.
In accordance with the result of this vote, Project Stuja will remain in effect until the next Vecha period. Finally, may I remind us all, we debate only for the greater glory and solidarity of our nation. May the aurora shine ever on, and the tundra always stand firm. The session is concluded.
Ooh. Can we talk to the Harbingers? Oh, they're not there. I guess we can't.
I have to say, I really wasn't expecting Chukhanov to vote against Project Stusha.
Sheesh. Why? What's so strange about that?
Well, in principle, Snezhnaya's business and political elites ought to be the ones least likely to oppose it. As we heard, Project Stusha is basically just a resource distribution framework that requires everyone to cut back during the winter. But even if the policy got cancelled, the Tsaritsa's energy needs wouldn't suddenly go down. The extra demand from the public would have to be filled from somewhere. So logically, the factories would have to take the hit.
This explains a lot.
I got a letter from Mr. Mitya just before today's session. He said he's confirmed that there are issues around overtime and excessive energy consumption at the Iskra manufacturing plant. In a situation like this, once the Rooster receives the report, he'll order the factory to halt production and submit to an investigation before issuing a penalty. But that's a week-long process, and thus didn't make it onto the Vecha agenda this time. I don't think he suspects anything so far.
Got it. So for him, it's a choice between reducing production and stopping entirely.
Exactly. And as you know, he's a very selfish person. I was originally gonna try and flip him after he received notice of the official sanctions. My plan was to convince him that the whole thing was completely unfair. Rather than just sit back and take the hit while his factory stopped production, he'd be better off voting to end Project Stusha. At least that way, no one else would be able to make any money either, because all the factories would suddenly have more limited energy to work with. But now, he's already voted against it, which means someone must have used more forceful means to change his vote, just like with everyone else who flipped.
So you mean Lelek?
Yeah, no one knows why Lelek is so obsessed with ending Project Stusha, but by the looks of it, he's inching closer and closer to success.